Good morning, everyone. We're group number one, and today we're presenting the basic object-oriented concept in JavaScript.
Okay, since JavaScript is a weakly typed and dynamic language, there is no need to specify data type, so the reserved word var is used to specify a data type in this language programming. In the example, we use an HTML file to use the JavaScript syntax contained between the reserved words script and script. Ways to create objects. In HTML allows to create several classes in a single file and to present two ways of creating objects by means of a construction function plus the word function. To create an object only has a data type. The second way is with the word, class, and name of the object. This method allows you not only to create the object, but also to add methods that change its characteristics and variables. A tier method is with the div and div containers, but this method is not within the JavaScript syntax. In conclusion, JavaScript allows creating methods with its method. A difference from Java is that the way to initialize an object does not need to specify the name of the class, if not the class plus the name of the object.
How to achieve encapsulation in JavaScript? The JavaScript encapsulation is a process of binding the data, for example, variables, with the function acting on that data. It allows us to control the data and validate it. The encapsulation in JavaScript allows us to handle an object using the following properties. Read only, in this case, we use getters and methods only. And if we write, in this case, we use setters methods only. In the case we read and write, we use both getters and setters. To achieve an encapsulation in JavaScript, we use the numeral symbol to make data members private. And then we use setters and getters methods to achieve encapsulation. We could also use factory function and closures to achieve encapsulation, but in this case we use the numeral symbol and getters in like we see in the example. We have our father class, which is farm animal, and we put before the name of the variable we put a numeral symbol, and we must create a constructor of this object, and then we create getters to have accessibility to these attributes. Same in the class chicken, which inherits from farm animal. We have the X attribute. We have the farm animal attributes and the X attributes, and then we have the getter, and that that's how we achieve encapsulation in JavaScript.
Okay, the next is the attraction. An attraction is a way of hiding to implementation details and showing only the functionality to the users. In the words, it ignores the irrelevant details and shows only the recurring ones. Abstraction is valued in two more important cases of reasons. Abstraction hides certain details and only shows the essential feature of the object. And two is the abstraction helps used to reduce the codec duplication. That is so important. Abstraction provides ways of detail with cross-cutting concerns and enables use avoid tightly coupled code. 2 points to remember is we cannot create an instance of abstraction class and it reduces the duplicate code. Other point is in addition to the lack of abstraction inevitably leads to maintainability problems. In that examples we can see that this abstraction is well applied since we don't find duplicate code or unnecessary code. That is the most important of abstraction.
Inheritance. Inheritance is an important concept in object-oriented programming. In the classical inheritance method, from base class get copied into derived class. In a JavaScript, inheritance is supported by used prototype object. Some people call it prototype inheritance. Let's see you can write an archived inheritance-like functionality in JavaScript using prototype objects. Example: let's start with the farm animal class, which include ID and brand, property as Jhoel, class farm animal, ID branch and constructor. Now we want to create chicken class inheritance from farm animal. Cransutal to don't have to redefine ID hybrid in chicken class. The following is a chicken class tag inherited from animal class. The class chicken extends from animal in X constructor ID bread and age. I super ID bridge this age equal age.
JavaScript polymorphism. The polymorphism is a core concept of an object-oriented paradigm that provides a way to perform a single action in different forms. It provides an ability to call the same method of different JavaScript objects. Create multiple types of ship class with same interface. We are able to create more class in future without updating main functionality. In this part, we can see that it is conformed of a parent class where the farm animal is found, and it is daughter class where the chicken, cow, and sheep are in there. In this part, we can see how the polymorphism is applied, and according to this, we will see the price of food spent in the month.
Okay, for the final you can see the code with conforming with the next class. First the chicken, next the code, next the for animal, for eggs, for meal, and then for the index. And can see what is the execution. Thanks for your attention.